Hey, Zack here from Frontenac Outfitters Canoe and Kayak Center. Today we're going to have a look at how to choose a PFD for someone else. Now, this is a tricky situation, all right? It's not going to be easy to maybe pick the best PFD for somebody else, but if you go to a reputable shop like ours or somebody else where, you know, they're happy to exchange a PFD for you for the right one, then it shouldn't be that hard. A couple things you want to look for are obviously quality, manufacturing practices, but fit is going to be the best thing. If you go to a proper paddle shop, they're going to equip you with the knowledge and the things you need to know in order to get the best fit. What features are you going to want on it, and what are you going to be doing with that life jacket? So as a basic place to get started, we have kind of entry-level recreation PFDs. These are going to be great if it's your first time buying a PFD. Guess what? They are approved for use. How do you know? Well, you just look on the inside here. You're going to find a panel on the inside. It's going to give you all the specifics, how much flotation, if it's approved for use in Canada, or if it's under the new harmonization code, so it can be used in both Canada and the US. Honestly, if you're wearing a PFD that's approved for US in Canada, I don't see it being a problem, but other people might. But if you're wearing it, that's the big thing, right? So the most important thing when you're picking out a PFD is it approved? Is it going to float you? Is it comfortable? What happens if it's not comfortable? Well, you're probably not going to wear it, and that's a no-no. So you want to make sure that you're wearing this guy because it will save your butt if you fall in, especially at this colder time of year, or even in the spring when everybody's super keen to get out on the water. Number one piece of gear you have to have with you is your PFD, and please wear it. So finding one that fits, that's always the tricky part, right? So if you give us a call, we're really good at picking out PFDs for folks based on kind of what they're doing, their body type, and how they carry their weights. And we can make a couple of really good, strong recommendations as to what we think will be comfortable and what you think will work for them. So what we have on our entry-level recreations, well, they're going to be super easy to get on and off. Single zipper down the front. There's going to be a buckle around the belly button. Generally, features are going to be pretty limited. This one's got a pocket. This one here has a couple of pockets on it as well. You're going to see a lash tab here, and you're going to find this on most PFDs, and you can use this to equip a knife or like a lantern if you're going to be paddling in the dusk or in the evening or whatever. Adjustability on it. So as far as making adjustments on the PFD, we definitely want to look for some good points of contact so we make sure that we get the right fit. So up here on the shoulders and around the belly, that's pretty much it. You're going to find this is pretty much a standard feature on almost any PFD that you're going to be looking at. Number one is make sure that it is tight. Okay, it doesn't have to be like squeeze your chest, feel like you can't be breathing tight, but at the same time you don't want it super loose because it's always good to just try and float your PFD. Hop in the water with it one day, ideally when it's warm, and see how you float in it. If it comes up over your face and is smothering your face, then you don't have it tight enough. If you can't get it any tighter, then guess what? It's the wrong size. Something to keep in mind is you want a little bit of breathing room inside of this, right? So you don't want to put it on and make sure that and have it all the way maxed out that you can't tighten it up, especially if you're going to be buying it in the summertime. Because guess what? If you want to start experiencing paddling in the fall or the winter, you're not going to have any room to tighten that thing up, and it's just not going to be comfortable. So I would suggest if you're, wear medium shirt size, I would buy a medium PFD that goes to a large. That way it gives you a bit of breathing room in order to get in that guy. If you don't know what style of PFD to buy for your paddling partner or friend or whoever you might be purchasing for, what kind of paddling are they doing? Are they looking at recreation paddling? Are they a whitewater kayaker? Are they a big into touring? Do they need a rescue PFD? And these are all questions that we can help guide you through as to what you need to purchase for even yourself or for whoever it is that's on your list. What separates a recreation PFD from, say, a whitewater PFD or a touring PFD or even a fishing PFD for that matter? Mainly it's just the features and also the price tag. Obviously more entry-level recreation. We got a pretty bare bones jacket here, not a whole lot of features. It is one of our best selling jackets because it is at a great price point. It is super comfortable, and we sell a lot of recreation jackets because of that reason. Whitewater users are going to find that they're going to need something else. So for your typical whitewater user, you're going to want to find something that's either rescue compatible or something that's maybe a little bit more low profile. Something like the Salis Jazz here is an over-the-head fit, and this doesn't have to be just for whitewater. This is my go-to summer jacket if I'm not instructing, I'm not guiding. If I'm just going out on the paddleboard, or if I'm going out whitewater kayaking just as a relaxing surf session, it's super low profile. One of the most comfortable jackets I've ever worn. Now that said, it does have a bit of a learning curve because it's got to go over the head and you got to tighten it down with the straps on the inside. But once you figure it out, it's super intuitive and really comfortable. On the other end, if you're going out on a long tour, if you're guiding, instructing, or you just want to have the ability to be able to incorporate a tow line onto your PFD, you're going to want to look at something classed as a rescue life jacket. And what makes it a rescue jacket? Well, essentially it just has a quick release belt integrated into the system of the jacket. You can buy quick release belts separately, so your jacket does not have to be a rescue PFD, but generally they're going to, again, be a fit over the head or a side entry, so it's going to offer a bit more security and a snugger fit. So in the event if you do go for a swim, you don't have to worry about that zipper coming undone and the jacket kind of busting off. So that would certainly be a feature I would be looking for in a more robust setup. Price tag is definitely going to be a little higher. But if that's what you need, I would say invest the money. You want it to be comfortable, and you want to use it, and you want it to have the features that you want it to have. So maybe you don't want a entry-level PFD or a recreation PFD. I shouldn't say entry-level because it's not that. It's just a PFD. You want something with a few more features. You don't need a full-blown rescue jacket. You have what we call a touring style, or even our fishing PFDs. They're going to offer more pockets, a little more versatility. Some are going to have a kind of what we call a mesh back, so they're going to offer a lot of breathability. And what you'll find on the mesh backs as opposed to your standard thin back is the majority of the flotation is going up into the shoulders. So some people aren't going to find that comfortable, and that's all in the eye of the beholder. I find these really comfortable for use in recreation boats and fishing kayaks that have that really high back seat. That way that seat back isn't interfering with the flotation on the back like you find on some of the thin back life jackets. The thin back life jackets are going to work great in more of your standard traditional sea kayaks and whitewater boats that have a low back band. But the thin backs are great too in those high backs because it just offers a little bit more cushion and support in that back. So always good to maybe try a PFD on. You can't just fly by the seat of your pants and say, hey, that one's going to work, because it may not work for you. What's different than necessarily buying clothes for somebody for Christmas, which never goes over well, buying a PFD is a little different because they're multi-size. So you just need to kind of have a range, their height, their weight, or even just have a look at their shirt size. And like I was saying, you want to kind of go maybe just a touch bigger than what their shirt is. So if they wear a medium, I would say get them the medium large. Most PFDs are going to be at least 2 separate sizes, so you have some room for adjustment. Making sure we're in here nice and cozy and comfy. That's it. All right, so that is our wrap on our PFD guide. So whether you're looking for one for yourself or for a friend or a partner, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We're always happy to chat and try and find the right PFD that is going to work for the people in your life or yourself. If you have a look at the video over here, it's an excellent guide to a few gift ideas. We've got all kinds of stuff here for stocking stuffers or good gifts for the holiday season. Please check out the website. If you have any questions, give us a call. Thanks for watching.